What is going on YouTube? My name is NC2 and welcome back to Season 3, Week, I believe 9 or 10, I believe 10 of the NPL. If you guys are hyped, please make sure you smash that like button down below for me because you already know it's greatly appreciated. Again, sorry for no team builder, but right now we are rocking out with an expert belt Tapu Lele to deal with the Mega Gardevoir that is on the screen and really anything else that wants to come in our path. We have a leftover Whimsicott, which is again running the whole set with Tailwind and leftovers and stuff like that, just like we ran last week. But this time, instead of just a regular Emboar, we're running with a Choice Scarf Tailwind, or not Choice Scarf Tailwind, but a Choice Scarf Emboar. Next up, we're running out. Oh, sorry, a little bit sick, but slowly getting over it. We rocking out with a Life Orb, Sheer Force, Nidoqueen. We are rocking out with a Water Absorb, I believe leftovers, Jellicent, and we are rocking out with a Eviolite Rhydon to take hits like no other. So let's get right into it. As you can see on this other side of the screen, we see Victini, we see Mega Gardevoir, we see Gastrodon, we see Heliolisk, Mamoswine, and we also see Cobalion. Now, this is kind of what he brought last time. We were talking about it another time. We were talking about how if I would have brought Gyarados, it would have been a different story for me, but I picked up Jellicent in recent weeks, and Jellicent has been kind of a big play factor for me. So I brought Jellicent instead of Gyarados this week. So let's get right into this, and we're gonna play the music. We're gonna play with music off. I lead with Rhydon. He leads with Gastrodon. Now, what the main thing I want to do against this Gastrodon, because I knew he thought I was gonna switch out. I knew he thought I was gonna go somewhere else. I want to go for the Toxic of this thing immediately. Get this thing down. No health. I don't want this thing around anymore. So I go for the Toxic. He goes in Cobalion. It's not that I missed anyways. It's just like, alright, so he goes into Cobalion. Nothing's gonna work here. And the fact that I also miss is just like a double whammy. It's just like, it's whatever. So I stay in here because I assume he's gonna think I'm gonna switch out into someone else. And he is Balloon. So he is definitely like destined to like kill Nidoqueen. Like Nidoqueen is no longer gonna be a factor if this thing is sent out against it. So he goes for Workup, thinking I'm gonna switch out. I go for Superpower. Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm saying. I'm in a lozenge right now because I'm kind of sick, so I'm gonna take it out of my mouth and just throw it away. So Rhydon goes for Superpower, and as you can see, it does a lot of damage, and I'm like, wow, Rhydon, go for it, you go, girl. But unfortunately, he just has to go for a close combat on me, and it kills me. And that was a crit though. I don't really think the crit mattered, but even though I'm a super skyrocket high defense, he is +1 attack. So I don't think it really mattered, but crit, it was just like, it's whatever. But now he's minus defense. I go into Emboar. He has to, at this point, sack something off. I go for Flare Blitz, but, you know, Gastrodon takes any hit possible. He goes out to his Gastrodon Windy. I fortunately get the burn on this, even though it's only like a 10% chance. So I'm gonna, you know, minus recoil. He gets the bird. And this shows me that he is not a leftover set. He did not gain any, I guess, leftover recovery. He must have been. I was also thinking that grass. I believe it's called a Randomizer Gastrodon. So I go on to Jellicent here. He goes for Earth Power, and I just, you know, eat that, gain health back. He goes out into his Cobalion here. I go for Hex and I kill the Cobalion. Jellicent picks up a kill for its first kill of the game. I go out into my he goes out to his what's it called, Heliolisk. And then he doubles into his or I guess singles. I don't know how to I guess exactly say it. He doubles. I'm just gonna say doubles into his Mamoswine Big Frank. I think I'm gonna switch out because really I can't go for Scald, I can't go for Hex, so I'm just going to go for the Will-O-Wisp, and I was fortunate enough to get the bird of this Mamoswine. Now this Mamoswine is no longer a factor in this game. I think at this point he just lets it sack it off. He goes for Knockoff, it gets a crit, and I'm like, oh come on, he's getting crits like no other. But Jellicent picks up its second kill of the game, which is like, oh yo, Jellicent coming through, Jellicent coming through. So Jellicent comes out, Victini comes in, and at this point I just gotta sack Jellicent off because nothing I have on my team wants to take a Bolt Strike. So Jellicent goes down, and I go on to Nidoqueen, and I go for Stealth Rocks, you know, just so Victini doesn't come in as often as it needs to. Also, just to put a timer on some other things that would come out. And then Muzika comes out. He goes for Sludge Bomb, and I'm like, bro, that was a great play. So he is packing Sludge Bomb on his Wendy, so that's actually kind of revealing. I'm glad I didn't go on to Tapu Lele, because Tapu Lele, although wouldn't have done anything, but it would have definitely been a little shortcoming. So Whimsicott goes down, so I'm like, I'm kind of freaking out at this moment. I'm like, oh shoot, I guess my Tailwind is no longer up. I have no clue what I'm doing now. So I go into Tapu Lele. Tapu Lele goes for its Psychic Surge. It goes for Psychic because I kind of thought his team was a little bit more defensive than specially defensive, so I went for Psychic instead of Psyshock this week. So I go for Psychic, pick up the kill against Gastrodon, and now Emboar has free reign to do whatever the hell it wants. So, and Nidoqueen too, because of Earth Power and Poison Jab. But if I don't have my Tailwind up, I no longer take a hit from this Gardevoir. So, we're going to see how this plays out. I stay with him with Tapu Lele, and now that I am Expert Belt, he goes for Trace, he goes for Psychic Surge. He already gets the boost from Psychic type attacks, although he doesn't want to use any Psychic type attacks. He goes for his Mega. He goes for Hyper Voice. It does a lot of damage, and I'm like, okay, this is not good in any way, shape, or form. So, I go for Shadow Ball, and I do quite a bit of damage to this thing. Expert Belt definitely coming in clutch this week. So there we go. He goes for Side Shock again. It's resistant, of course. So he goes. I go on to Emboar, and at this point, Emboar just runs through his team. I count it. Earthquake kills everything on his team. It's a roll for Victini, but he kills everything on his team. Victini comes out, and he goes to 25%. Victini lives on 4%, and I kind of I'm just like, could this lose me the game? So, and I'm like, alright, so I'm kind of just a little bit on my feet at this point. I still have the chance to just keep Earthquaking away. I still kill this Victini. Emboar kills up its second kill of the game. And here comes Heliolisk. And, well, Heliolisk is dead. Or not Heliolisk is dead. Emboar is dead. So I'm like, I'm kind of freaking out at this moment. Like, can Nidoqueen live a Surf? And I'm like, Nidoqueen's bulky. She can take a Surf. That's our girl Annabelle from our episode 1 that's going to come out in I believe before this. I'm going to schedule it before this because our battle can go up later in the day. But we take a hit. We take the hit like it's nobody's business. I go for Earth Power, and bam, that Heliolisk is dead. And we pick up our I believe our third win of the season, third or fourth win of the season. Yeah, it's third win because we beat Pat to make it our second win. So yeah, this is our third. We are now 3-7 on the year. It's still, I still have 2 games to go. Right now I'm maxed out at season 2. Season 2 I only got 3 wins, so hopefully we can pick up 2 more wins on the season, make us go like 5-7. That would actually be pretty dope. But again, good game to Alpha. He dicked me down week 3 earlier in the season, so it was just good to just at least, even though it wasn't a 4-0, it was good to just win 1-0. If he would have won this game, I believe he would have secured a playoff spot. But you know, I gotta work my magic and take him down. So shout out to everybody that I helped out this week. But unfortunately, Alpha, I'm sorry. I had to take the W this week. I had to take that revenge from week 3. I had to come back. So thank you guys for watching. I appreciate all the support you guys give on this channel. Please leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe for me today. And you know, above all else, make sure you go check out Alpha's channel. He's a really good guy. And you know what? Have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.